Hello everyone, thank you for listening and watching. My name is Nefertiti and you can find my information in the description box below. This is a pick an energy update reading for Mercury retrograde in Aquarius. I'll talk about the astrology of this Mercury retrograde, and then I'll present the reading symbols, which are crystals, and you can choose a group based on your intuition. You can choose more than one group if you like. Remember, these are general readings, so take what resonates and leave the rest. If you would like a personal reading, which includes your astrology for 30 days and all of the channeled messages, you can go to my website that's listed in the description box below. And if you're interested in purchasing healing stones for yourself, check out Irina Jewelry and their collection of high-quality crystal jewelry. Use my discount code 10% off at your purchase, Nefertiti10. The links are also in the description box. So let's get into the astrology. Mercury went retrograde on January 30th and will be retrograde until February 20th, joining Saturn and Jupiter and in a square to Uranus. This is practical joker energy, right? Mercury in Aquarius is revolutionary, flamboyant, and emotionally detached. Communications are unusual, witty, and quirky. Mercury retrograde focuses us in on all of the words, reassess, redo, research, all of those important things that we need to do in order to create strong foundations in our life. It's not the best time to sign contracts or make big ticket purchases. Definitely not the best time to get married or divorced. Mercury retrograde is about assessing the energies that you have presently in your life. On February 8th, the Sun is going to conjunct Mercury retrograde. We are all having more interaction with our local environments now, especially since we've been confined to it. We'll be paying more attention to local news. There's a lot of news apps being created right now to either inform people or inundate people, depending on how you look at it. You could be mentally busy as well, sorting through what information pertains to you. How can you work with what is being presented to you? On February 10th, Mercury is going to square Mars in Taurus. This is the hothead transit. You could feel triggered to react or make quick decisions, which is never advised during Mercury retrograde because you just don't have all the facts. You could be, quote unquote, putting your foot in your mouth or letting your mouth write checks that your ass can't cash. Channel this irritation and frustration into physical activity. Mars likes movement and action. On February 13th, Mercury retrograde will conjunct Jupiter. This is positive and open-minded energy. Good news could be coming in. We are all living for the good news right now. It's a great day for catching up with people. Write down any inspired ideas that you get, any aha moments that you get, and do some research. Again, it's best not to initiate until Mercury goes direct after February 20th. So let's get into the energy groups. I've presented 3 groups here, and you can pause the video and take a look at the crystal, at the words, and see which one resonates for you. And when you're ready, let's get into your readings. Number 1, you chose guidance, the white opal. So I feel like this Mercury retrograde is really creating a lot of confusion and unknowns for you, perhaps just maybe intensifying these things, especially with Jupiter here. You know, Jupiter expands anything he touches. So let's get into the energy. Starting with the affirmations. My spirit team guides me and supports me. I choose to think positive thoughts about myself and my life. All is well in my world. Let's move on to the Oracle and Tarot cards. And from the Angel Answers deck, yes, no, and reconsider came out. So this is confirmation that your mind could be playing tricks on you with this Mercury retrograde. You could be experiencing some confusion and mental stress. These cards showing up also confirms that you can ask your angels, your spirit team for guidance, and they will let you know whether it is a yes or a no or a hell no. I always look at this reconsider card as Archangel Michael coming in with his sword, cutting those cords of negativity. So take that if it resonates. Reconsideration is definitely a theme of Mercury retrograde, though. These cards could also indicate that other people are giving their 2 cents, impacting your mental energy. And right now, we just don't have all of the facts. We don't. You will know what to do when you need to do it. So call on your spirit team for help and guidance and allow your mind to rest. Let's move on to the angel number, and 116 is showing up. This is a positive thinking number, indicating that when you think positively, your situations will improve on all levels because your thoughts create your reality, and the thoughts that you think over and over again create your beliefs in yourself, in your life, in your lifestyle. Angel number 116 shows up to remind you that what you think you deserve and what you want are often very different. So examine this during Mercury retrograde. Trust that your needs will be met when 116 shows up. Continue to focus on your purpose and your life mission. Angel number 116 encourages you to ask for guidance in everything, from the mundane to the spiritual, and take the steps as guided. This will ensure that you have everything that you need. And let's move on to the crystal. White opal is a soothing crown chakra stone, makes you more aware, self-aware, and shines a light on those negative thinking patterns. White opal improves memory. And aligning with dolphin spirit, which I will talk about in a moment, white opal helps you to balance your air and water energies, or your thinking and your emotions, because both are needed to create your positive reality. And like this Aquarius energy, white opal helps us to tap into the unconventional within us. Perhaps emotional intelligence is something you are learning about right now. It's a great stone for empaths too, because it helps you to not absorb the thoughts and the energies, the mental energies of other people. Let's move on to the spirit animal, and dolphin is showing up. Dolphin is a very playful, very smart, and highly sensitive animal totem that helps you to discern guidance from your spirit team. So again, if you're asking for guidance with those everyday things, dolphin can help you to kind of interpret the messages, kind of break them down. Like white opal too, dolphin helps you to improve your emotional intelligence and navigate your emotional sensitivity. Dolphins communicate with a variety of clicks, chirps, screeches, and they all mean something different. So pay attention to the unusual thoughts and ideas and aha moments that are coming up in you right now, and write them down. Dolphin shows up when you are highly empathic and need to get to know your own energy patterns. Thank you so much for listening and watching. I hope this reading resonated with you. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I look forward to speaking to you again really soon. Have a great Mercury retrograde. For those of you who chose group number 2, boundaries, the fire agate. I feel like this Mercury retrograde is making you more aware of how you have allowed other people or situations to impact your mental boundaries, your mental energy. So let's talk about the affirmations. I honor myself and my boundaries. I am enough. I believe in myself. Let's move on to the angel number, and 109 is showing up. 109 is a life purpose number. Your soul mission and light work must be your top priority right now when this number shows up. When you are living your truth and purpose, you automatically manifest all that you need. So there's no need for you to do any weird rituals or, try to manifest or anything like that. Just continue to focus on your light work, to focus on your purpose, and everything will show up for you. Angel number 109 says to believe in yourself fully. You can trust that you have all that you need within you, and this is a very auspicious and necessary time for what you have to offer. So again, create boundaries around your light work, creating boundaries around the time that you need to dedicate to your light work, to the research that you need to do regarding being a light worker or an empath or whatever it is that's calling to your soul right now. Let's move on to the Oracle and Tarot cards, and dog is showing up. Whenever this card comes up, I always think of that saying, a dog can't be anything but a dog. Dog spirit shows up and says to be loyal to who and what you love. So again, focusing on your purpose, your mission, your light work. Dog also confirms that this is an auspicious time, and so you need to make the best of it. Despite being loved by many people and being a wonderful creature in this physical realm, dogs can have a negative association. Sometimes dog energy can be interpreted as low-key narcissism and codependency. So again, think about energies or anyone that is impacting your boundaries, your mental boundaries. So take that if it resonates. Dogs are loyal to the people that are feeding them. So that can go either way. Dogs can represent deceptive energies, so be discerning. Dogs also protect their homes and physical boundaries, and it's showing up to help you do the same. Let's talk about the crystal, fire agate. It's a powerful and protective crystal that resonates with the lower chakras, root, sacral, and solar plexus. Fire agate sends negative energies back to their source so they can get their lessons. It ignites passion that can be channeled into your light work. It's the premier stone for home protection. I always include fire agate in my crystal grids for home protection. Fire agate brings in a lot of grounded energies too, just like the groundhog here. And like groundhog, fire agate helps you to dig deep and uncover trauma or anything blocking you or interfering with your well-being and your light working abilities. Let's move on to the spirit animal, and groundhog is showing up. Groundhog is a decluttering spirit animal. He shows up, I always think of him as a he, encouraging you to clean up your mind and your diet so that you can fully serve your mission and do your light work. Your health is your wealth, and people underestimate the impact that your food has on your mental well-being. You are what you eat. Your brain is fueled from carbohydrates, so you need to be getting adequate nutrition. I honestly don't believe people should be eating below 1,400 calories. That's just my professional opinion. Like dog, groundhog could also indicate that you are dealing with codependency issues or that there are boundaries being violated. Groundhog shows up when a female energy might be trying to violate your energies or boundaries especially. And he shows up to protect you and hide you, just like the fire agate. Thank you so much for listening and watching. I hope this reading resonated with you. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I look forward to speaking to you again really soon. Have a wonderful Mercury retrograde. For those of you who chose group number 3, balance, the amethyst. Amethyst is an all healer. So whenever I see amethyst showing up in a reading, I feel like this is an initiation period, but also a time when you could be having some issues with material needs or just feeling out of balance. I mean, Mercury retrograde can do that to you, right? If you're used to being mentally on point and then all of a sudden Mercury goes retrograde and it's like scrambling your mental eggs, right? So let's get into the affirmations. I choose balance, harmony, and peace. Everything I need to know is revealed to me. All of my needs are met. Let's move into the Oracle and Tarot cards, and from the fairies, find balance and inspiration came out, both in reverse. Fairies are helping you to create balance in your life, And if you don't resonate with the fairies, you can call them your spirit team, whatever works for you. But this indicates that universal forces are helping you to create more harmony and balance in your everyday life. When you're inspired and when your vibe is high, it makes it easier to manifest what you need. These two cards could also indicate that you do need to create work-life balance. And as you've heard me talk about in many of my videos, I am a huge proponent of the block scheduling system. And Jordan Page at cheapfunnerfree.com created that. So you can check out her website if you want more information on that. She also has a YouTube channel and she goes over how to create the block schedule in detail. So check that out if that interests you. Maybe the worry and fear that you're feeling over your material needs has caused you to slip back into some bad habits, some coping mechanisms, maybe overeating, overindulging in alcohol. You know, these things provide a temporary reprieve, and there's nothing wrong with doing things in moderation. But if you're using them to kind of help you ignore the fact that you are out of balance, then it might be time to step back from those things and reassess your energy. Maybe you have an idea that could be lucrative, but Mercury retrograde is creating some delays right now, and that could be killing your inspiration. I know that happens for me sometimes, but just write things down. This is the time to do the research, to look things up, to trust that this time of mental slowdown is necessary for us to find balance. Use this time to plan, to focus, to gather information. Wait till Mercury is direct to take initiative. But the fairies are here indicating that you can call on them to help you find balance and inspiration. Let's talk about the angel number, number 36. This is a manifestation number. Your spirit team is assisting you with meeting all of your material needs. Angel number 36 confirms that you and your loved ones will always have what you need. So stop worrying about how things will manifest, because that just delays the whole process. And it does create imbalances in your energy. And what you need can't come in, and that creates more imbalance and more worry. So it's a vicious cycle. Angel number 36 says to shift your focus from your material needs to your spiritual development and self-love, which to me is always the answer to any dilemma that you face. Let's talk about amethyst, the crystal. It's a very protective crown chakra stone. Everyone should have some amethyst, I believe, along with rose quartz, black tourmaline, citrine, fire agate, and clear quartz. That's just a general crystal foundation set, kind of an all-purpose set for everyone. Amethyst is a quartz crystal, an amplifier that will boost creativity and inspiration and turn those fairy cards right side up. And like the fairy on the balance card, maybe you have been getting inspired ideas, but don't know how to assimilate the information because Mercury is retrograde. Use this time again to write down things, to gather information, to document all of your inspired ideas and let them kind of marinate. Information will become available when Mercury goes direct. And let's talk about the spirit animal. Moth is showing up. Moth is an emotional, balanced spiritual animal. Moth shows up to remind you that it is your responsibility to shift your energy and focus. We can't control Mercury retrograde energies, so work with what you got. Moths are very alluring and vulnerable animals, very tasty treats for a lot of smaller predators. To find balance and inspiration, it may be necessary to conceal yourself a little bit. Moth also confirms angel number 36 and the need to have faith, even though things may seem challenging or confusing right now. Trust in divine timing and trust that you are being led. Moth also aligns with Mercury retrograde energies, asking you to pay attention to the details and be mindful of anything triggering you into worry and stress. Moth also encourages you to take time out for yourself, for self-care and balancing your energies. You have to create time containers for this type of work to do on yourself. Thank you so much for listening and watching. I hope this reading resonated with you. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I look forward to speaking to you again really soon. Have a wonderful Mercury retrograde.